Welcome. Please meet me standing at the top of the mat. The toes can be together and the heels are apart. See if you can just wiggle your toes and invite yourself to fully be here and to fully land into your space, into your Sunday morning. Notice if you can invite the outer edges of the feet down a little bit and invite the inner arches of the heels to lift up. Engage the inner calves, inner thighs. Spiral your thighs back so it feels like your seat is going back. Keep your tailbone, keep your thighs there and tuck your tail slightly. Lift the ribs up, stack them over the hips. Exhale, relax the shoulders down, palms touch. Wiggle the toes down. Inhale, invite the front of the heart to open, neck is long. Exhale, relax the back of the throat and the skin. Inhale into the front and sides of the lungs. Exhale. Front, sides, back of lungs, inhale. Exhale. One Om, please. Inhale. Om. Good. Rest the hands by our side. Sun Salutation A. Inhale, reach the arms up, look up. Exhale, fold, touch the earth, look at your legs. Inhale, eyes are forward, look forward. Exhale, walk both feet back, bend the elbows next to you. Inhale, slide it forward, press onto the feet, lift up. Exhale, flex the feet, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Breath is steady. Wiggle all you want. Notice where the body is open today, and notice where the body may want more attention or slower pace. And go ahead and continue with that. I'm about to turn the music on. If any of you have playlists, go ahead and push play. Good. And we're listening to York Gold on mine, if you want. Breath is steady. From downward facing dog, please bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, walk or jump. We're at the top of the mat. Exhale, fold the body down, look at the legs. Inhale, stand up, reach up, look up. Exhale, rest it. Number 2 out of 3. Inhale, open, look up. Exhale, fold, bring it down. Belly in, inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward. Exhale, bring both legs back, bend the elbows, keep the shoulders away from the mat. Inhale, slide forward, thread the chest up and forward. Exhale, downward facing. Good. Option 1, stay as you are. Option 2, lift the left leg up. Inhale, lift it back and up. Stay or stack your hips. Maybe you bend the top knee, tuck the tail slightly. Anything you need, if you want more guidance, bend your knee less so it's 90-degree bent. Flex the heel and press the heel away from you as you tuck the tail under. So it's this complementary tucking and pressing that will that will highlight the front of the left hip. Good. Inhale, extend the leg, square the hips. Exhale, bring the leg down. Invite the spine to lengthen on the left and the right side. Inhale, lift the right leg back and up. Stay or stack the hips, bend the knee. Notice how much you bend the knee and if that's zoning out. If it is, please bend less at 90 degrees. Tuck your tail a lot, flex the heel. Press the heel back, tuck the tail under. Press the heel back, tuck the tail under. You have several more breaths. Sometimes the one could be on the right fingertips if that gives you more range. Pay attention to the sound of the breath. Inhale, return, straighten the legs, square the hips. Exhale, downward facing. Wiggle all you need. Notice how you feel. Both knees bend. Inhale, walk or jump or at the top of the mat. Eyes are forward. Exhale, fold the body down. Look at your legs. Stand up. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Look at the thumbs. Exhale, rest it. Number 3, inhale is up. Exhale is down. Inhale, we open, look forward. Exhale, close, chaturanga, lower it back. Inhale, slide the hips forward, widen the collarbones, look up. Exhale, bring the hips back. Please come to all fours. And let's work with the upper back and shoulders. Thread the needle. Keep your left hand where it is. Inhale, lift the right arm up. Exhale, sweep it under. You could rest the forearm or slide everything through. Good. Readjust your left hand, press it down, and slide your right shoulder through a little bit more. Rest the head down. Option 1, stay. Widen your buttocks back. Option 2, lift the left arm anywhere you want. The bottom arm can support you. Breath is steady. I'm going to adjust the camera. Notice how you feel. Good. Slowly return where you came from. Press the hand down and inhale, sweep it through. Some people lift the arm. If you need to stretch one leg or both, go for it. Other side, please press the right hand down. Inhale, lift the left arm up, wave it up, and exhale, thread it under. Rest your elbow or possibly slide it further. Rest your head. Adjust your right hand. Press the right hand down. Inhale, lift a little bit and adjust at least once. Notice the back of the shoulder girdle. The left shoulder can stretch. Some of us stay, widen the buttocks back. Others do different things with the right arm. Breath is steady. Today, for me, I have stuff in the back of my shoulders. If that's you, one could purposely press the right hand down so much that the right shoulder can plug into its socket. You can press the left shoulder into the earth and stretch the skin around the shoulder, eventually the muscles, eventually the breath. Or maybe you start from breathing deeper, softening the muscles and stretching the skin. It's whichever resonates with you. Many paths. Good. Eventually, we return the right hand closer towards the mat to come out of the pose. Press down. Inhale, you can wave the left arm all you want. Exhale, return to center. Soften the chest, lift the chin, lift the tail. Inhale, you can point the toes. Exhale, tuck the tail under, belly in, round your spine, tuck the chin. 2 more. Invite the hips to widen, the tail to tilt up, belly down, heart opens, look up. Last one on your own. Good. Next time you round, stay rounded. Tuck the toes, offer the seat back, lift the knees off the ground towards downward facing. Good. Option 1, stay as you are. Option 2, shrug the shoulders a lot, lock the elbows. Keep the elbows locked. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Notice the difference between depression, where we are, and elevation. Shrug the shoulders. Eventually, one would stay elevated. Bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, walk, step, or jump, or at the top of the mat, look forward. Exhale, fold the body down, look at the legs. Stand up. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, look at the thumbs. Exhale, rest it. We asked for hips and shoulders and stuff, so let's do Dharma Salutations. Feet together, hands forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward and down. Right knee back. Inhale, eyes are forward, point the toes. All fours. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the ground. Bend the elbows. Inhale, slide it forward. Could be cobra, it could be up dog. Look up. Exhale, lift the hips back. Right foot forward. Inhale, lunge, point the toes, look up. Exhale, stand at the top of the mat and fold. Take a little bit longer in the folds. Inhale, we rise up, reach back. Exhale, hands to the heart. Left leg. Inhale, open up, lean back. Exhale, fold it down, touch down. Left knee is back. Inhale, point the toes, look forward. All fours. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the ground. Inhale, offer the heart forward, eyes are up. Exhale, hips back. Left foot forward. Inhale, point the back toes, look forward. Exhale, stand at the top of the mat. Stay in the fold for 2 breaths. You don't need to count, you just know you have space. Good. Slowly press the feet down, tuck the chin in. Inhale, stand up, reach up, maybe back. Hands to the heart. Let's add the hips. Inhale, we open. Exhale, we close, touch down. Right knee back. Inhale, point the toes. Stay here. And see what it's like to press a little bit more, pulse the hip down a little bit and not so far down, right? Notice you can press the right foot, hands to the thighs, left foot presses down. Inhale, rise up and scoot your tail under so the low back and middle back go back. So you're creating a cradle for your organs. Bring the shoulders back. Your organs can settle to the back plane of the body. Good. Some of us stay, others tuck more. Look forward. Maybe you tuck your chin. Press the left foot down, keep it, and just drag it back. Notice the intensity that creates. Same with the right knee. It presses down and forward. It's as though they're going towards each other, and in between, your tail stays towards your navel. Stay longer if you want. Slowly come forward. All right, could get intense depending on where you are. All right, option 1, keep your hands where they are. Stay for a couple breaths. Option 2, if you want more intensity, press the back foot down, lift the knee up. Keep the tail tucked. At any point, the knee can go down, arms up, 5 breaths. It's intense. Make sure the front foot is engaged. If you notice you're wobbling, just bring the back knee down and widen your left foot to the left. Good. If the knee isn't down, bring it down. Both hands inside of the foot, widen the left foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Let's flush out a little bit where you point and flex. Make sure the hip isn't sagging, lift it up. Good. Next time the heel is back, keep it there, come to the fingertips. Inhale, round the upper back slightly on purpose. Stay or walk it forward. Some of us stay here, others may want more space. It's the same pose, same legs. The only difference is the hands are off the mat to the right and your buttock still goes back. 3 more breaths. The reason I'm offering this is I woke up with like a kink in my back. Not anything major, not an injury, but in general, it's like my back needs more attention. So if your low back needs attention, shift the orientation of your arms and see if it helps. Good. Eventually, we return to center. Meet me in plank. Inhale, step it back. Bring the knees down. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin to the ground. Slide it forward. Inhale, we open. Exhale, we close. Option 1, do what you do in down dog. At any point, you can rest the knees. Option 2, we're going to rest the knees and rest back. One could rest the forehead down. This is plenty. One could be on the fingertips and lift the biceps. Lift your armpits out. Stay here with the head down, or maybe you glue your ears to the biceps. Look at your thumbs. Stay or test yourself as you walk the hands further forward. Keep the shoulders level with the wrists. Ribs hugging back, tail under. This is mostly for those who ask for shoulder attention. Imagine there's a straight line from the outer edge of your wrists through your elbows into the outer edge of the armpits. Breath is steady. Air out the back body and the side body. Anyone who likes handstands, this is also how I train the shoulder line for a straight line handstand. Keep your tail under. Don't worry so much about the hips, but do keep your shoulders and your wrists in the same line. Eventually we chill out. Let's do it on the left, yeah? Meet me on all fours, tuck the toes, exhale, downward facing. on the right. Inhale, step your right foot forward, back knee is down, point the toes. Hands to the thigh. Good. From the get-go, notice where your buttocks is, especially the right sitting bone. Make sure it's facing down, at which point you can tuck the tail and bring your organs back. Bring the bones back. Air out the back body. Tuck the tail. Stay your hands to the thigh. Inhale. Invite more space to the back plane of the body, back ribs, back shoulder, back of your brain. Some of us stay, others intensify and tuck the chin. Keep tucking the tail and imagine the feet are going to go towards each other, or the left knee towards forward, the right knee back, right foot back. Stay forever, or if you're ready, go ahead and invite the hips a little bit more forward. Notice the tendency, even if just for a half a second, to forget we have a left leg. Maybe we have a foot. But see if you can purposefully tuck the tail, shoulders over hips, stay or press the back foot down, lift the back knee, engage all of the muscles. Arms are up. At any point, the back knee can rest. Oof, that's a lot. Bring it forward, hands inside of the foot. The right foot can widen. Please tuck the back toes and lift the back knee. At any point, you can lift your hips higher and point and flex all you want until you feel that your hip has soothed or your feet have soothed, whatever needed to soothe. Next time the heel is back, if you're with me, keep it back, widen the thigh up, stay or walk your hands forward. What I was saying earlier is press the heel back, belly in, round your middle and upper back, tuck the chin. Some of us may stay, others may find more space by bringing the hands to the left off of the mat and then widening the hips away from the wrists. Breath is steady. This would be also for anyone who wants side body length differently. Good. Inhale, we return to center, step to the top of the mat. Exhale, we're standing. There's at least 2 wide hands in between the feet. Bend the knees, grab your elbows, tuck the chin. Imagine your teacher is going to do a gentle massage on your back, but those massages that are with a fist, where she kind of just, actually, why don't you do it yourself? Bring your hands to your low back and make fists. And the thumb index finger part of your hand will kind of just press or massage or what's a nice word? Gently, I don't know. You all will help me with verbs after class. And sometimes, by the way, if you run, you could do it to your thighs, to your calves. At any point, please know you can self-soothe. And then all of a sudden, just stop and hold elbows. Notice the difference. Good. Release your elbows, bend the knees enough. We're going to stand up, tuck the chin, inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Arms overhead. Some people stretch, others kind of just lift. Exhale, hands down. We have one more, and then we'll start with standing. Inhale, reach the arms up and back. Exhale, forward and down. Right foot to the right, keep it. Slowly step the left foot back. Inhale, look forward. Again, some of us stay, others want double 90s. Maybe you want to come up. Anything at all you want with your upper body. Let's see, we wanted shoulders and we wanted hips. I'll do shoulders first and hips second. So we'll be here 10 breaths. Some of us stay or lift the arms up. You can hug opposite elbows. Bend the front knee. Stabilize your hips, engage your glutes enough that your bones don't need to move. From there, inhale, lift your left elbow so high you notice you can get taller. Exhale, keep your left side long. How does your right side feel now? Inhale, can you lift your right elbow as well? And then exhale, both elbows back, chin forward and up. Some of us stay here. Maybe you massage your shoulders. Others want to bring the back quad in. If that's you, hands to the thigh, bend the back leg. Bring the heel towards your seat. Stay or reach back. Maybe you hold the big toe arch of the foot. You can hook the heel towards you, flip the grip or don't. 5 breaths, your way of expressing is perfectly fine. Notice what it's like to weigh the front foot more or weigh the back leg more. Distribute your weight in a way that feels stable and useful. I could stay in poses forever. Slowly back off. Hands are down. All fours. Slowly step it back. Knees, chest, chin to the ground. Exhale. Belly time, rest. Let's do the chest. Arms are to a T. If you've been doing these classes with me for a while and you know arms to a T is quite nice, you can keep it. If you ever want to explore a different sensation, you can bend your elbows so your thumbs are above your head. Yeah. Bring the right hand under right shoulder, bend the right knee, look right. Stay or roll over. If this is the first time you're bending your elbow, be careful in a way that's like move slowly. Press the right hand down. Inhale, offer the center of the heart forward. Exhale, stretch the left armpit. Any right arm you want. Oof. These last couple of weeks, I've been feeling like really heavy, and a lot of stuff has been coming up collectively as well as individually. And recently, it's like something is purposefully shifting. And in that process, we can look at what the body has been holding on to or how it's been armoring up, preparing for all different types of circumstances. Slowly, please back off. Center, arms to a T, or maybe you have goalpost, book arms, cactus arms, however you want to think about it. Look left, left hand under left shoulder, bend the left knee. Inhale, stay, commit to moving slowly, and exhale. You could roll back a little bit. Press the left hand down, inhale, adjust your chest at least once, and then do anything with the left arm. So what happens with this practice, what I've been doing is everything I just said on the other side, kind of like the body's armoring up. Another way to say that is that there's different programs going on, maybe in our mind and our emotions, and the body starts carrying a particular pattern. And so with this practice, we can consciously lay down a new pattern, whether we're talking physically, emotionally, with the nervous system and breath, with the community, all of that. So we consciously activate as we need to. Please back off. Slowly return to center. Notice right chest, notice left chest, hands under the armpits. Tuck the toes. We're going to slide forward like a baby seal. Press the hands and feet down, flex the toes. Inhale, slide the hips forward as though you were a child or a seal. And now that you're here, roll the shoulders back, slide even more forward, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Anything at all your body needs. If your shoulders are open and you promise not to pinch your shoulders, please widen your hands a little bit out towards the outer edges of the mat, and then start inviting your feet wide as well, maybe a shorter down dog. Maybe some people bring their head to the mat. It's not necessary, and if you're in alignment, it's useful. If you're out of alignment, it's painful. I'll come and hang out with you and see how we're doing. Yeah, I love these. So we're not just like passively hanging off the shoulder girdles, we're actually pressing the head down, lifting the hips up. So everything that's on the ground carries weight, right? That way the spine can decompress, the armpits can hollow out, and we can free up the shoulder line a little bit. Please be mindful. Press the hands and feet so far down, maybe you even bend the knees to help you lift up out of that into a down dog. Exhale. Second side, last side like this. Inhale, step your left foot forward to the left. Exhale, back knee down, point the toes. Hands to the thigh. Notice if you naturally arch your back, not good, not bad, just the pattern we're working with. Widen your buttocks back and then tuck the tail under. Invite the ribs over the hips. Any arms, remember, some of us want shoulders and hips, some just want one or the other. If you want the shoulders, grab the elbows, and now switch the grip so it's a non-dominant grip. Bend the front knee more, stabilize your hips, engage your glutes at least 50%, not 100. And then inhale, lift your right elbow really high. Notice how your abdomen responded, how your hip responded, your breath. Exhale. Keep it, notice your left. Inhale, can you lengthen the left side as well? Exhale, stay or invite the elbows back, chin up slightly, ears back. And by the way, anyone who wants more, keep what you have, just now left hand, the hands touch opposite elbows. So it's as though you're crossing your forearms. Please stay, explore at will. Those of us who want the right hip more, bring the hands to the left thigh, bend the right knee, right heel in towards you. Stay or reach back. Inhale. Exhale, hug the heel in. I'm listening to Elvis Presley right now. If any of you are on that playlist, makes me smile. Any version, you can hug in more, hug in less. It's based on direct experience. I'm reading this book by Red Hawk. It's called Self-Observation. And the teacher is talking about the need to obviously practice and learn from people who know, and put caps lock, verify, verify, verify. Everything for yourself. See how it sits with you. Same thing with your body. Slowly we back off. Frame the leg. We're going to step to the top of the mat, yeah? Tuck the back toes. Inhale, go forward. You could be wider than you normally are, but you don't need to be excessive. Exhale, bend the knees enough that you can hug your elbows. Maybe you choose to hug the calves, and the hands cup the calves, invite the head down. Envision or actually massage your own body. Maybe you make gentle fists. Maybe you actually rub your back. Maybe you just stay put. I've had teachers who were massage therapists turned yoga teachers. So it's kind of nice inviting those therapeutic approaches into the practice. There's room for it. Whatever version you're doing, invite the hands to touch the ground. Bend the knees enough that you can stand up. Inhale, start tucking the tail, belly is in, rise up. And exhale, shake. Shake whatever's out of you. Whatever's moving, let it move. All right, we're about to start holding postures. We're going to start with chair pose and back up a little bit if there's furniture or a wall in front of you. Bend the knees. Inhale, hands up. Any arms you want. Some people really want the shoulders back. I don't care. Please press your right foot so far down, the left heel rises. The right foot has almost all, if not all of the weight. Stay or lift the left knee up. You could karate kid. Is that the word? Yeah, karate kid. Meaning that the arms can be parallel to the floor. Maybe you straighten the leg. You have 5 breaths on your right leg. Stay, or some people start exploring with warrior 3. You can come and go at will. Maybe you stay. Others may bring the left knee towards a standing calf and explore. I think those are called dragon squats. You have 3 more breaths. Whatever needs to happen, let it happen. Good. All of us are going to meet in a lunge. You can touch the ground and set your left foot back, right foot to the right. Widen your thighs to the ceiling. Lift the body up. Bend the front knee forward, lift the back thigh up, right buttocks down. Inhale, arms open. Another one I really like is bending the elbows next to us, like cactus arms, and offering the elbow and the back of the heart forward, lifting the chin and the wrists up, ears and palms back. Warrior 2. Exhale, back heel is down. Inhale, open the arms. Just going to shift so I can see you. Keep the arms classic or bring the hands behind the back, interlace your fingers. Inhale, widen from chest to shoulders. Stay or exhale, bring both hands inside of the right hip. Widen the left shoulder into socket, lift the heart, look right. Straight legs, inhale, triangle. Exhale, right hand to the shin, ankle, or toe. Whatever version you do, flirt the left shoulder back so the left shoulder is over the thigh. Tuck the tail, engage the thighs, look up. Inhale, less weight on the bottom arm, any bottom arm you want. Bend the front knee, side angle, elbow on the thigh or hand to the floor. Inhale, stay, or reach your arm in front of your nose. Right, so I'm reaching towards the camera. Reach the shoulder out of socket, and now plug the shoulder back in the socket. Plug and unplug a few times. Next time the shoulder is back, keep it plugged in, rotate the palm over your head. Back heel presses down, invite a nice purposeful stretch from the center waist. Inhale, extend to the armpit, to the hip, to the elbow, to the knee, to the wrist, to the ankle. Good. Slowly press the hands down, back knee down, twist, point the back toes. Inhale, we're going to stay twisted for a while. Lift the right arm up. So I would encourage you to start kneeling. Exhale, tricep to the thigh, right hand to the thigh. Inhale it just at least once so your armpit can touch the thigh. Palms touch. Inhale, open the chest. So anytime there's upper back or shoulder stuff going on, I encourage people to do twists for a while. And the twist is coming from the upper, from the ribs, not from the hips, not from the abdomen. It's coming from the upper back, your thoracic. Stay or open the arms. If ever you want clues, I would say do 30 seconds each of this, which would then add up to 2 minutes. The upper arm can move however you want. Some people like to bind to bring the chest in. If that's you, do it. We're on the last 10 breaths. Please stay as you are, or some people want to tuck the back toes and lift the back knee. 8 more breaths your way. Good. We're going to stay twisted, but back off of the twist. Slowly, right hand to your thigh, left hand on the mat to the left. That way it's under the shoulder, take over, and it's more of an open twist, a very glorious twist. You can stay and do anything you want with the front foot. Some people like lines. Others like a little bit more mobility and organic movement. Those of us who want to be guided through movement, the right foot can step halfway back, all 10 toes face the long edge of the mat. Keep the left shoulder in the socket, right hand to the thigh. Stay or exhale gently, purposefully, dramatically. Lower the left hip down, but it never touches the floor. It's kind of like you're creating this hammock so you can stretch. Stay as you are if you like this stretch, or start coming to center if you want to stabilize, and engage the core back, ribs back. Keep here, or now dome out your ribs so it's like a rainbow right ribs. Any top arm. We're on the last 5 breaths. Some people want to do, side plank towards wild thing. Anything you want, the left hand, left leg, or down. Any right arm, any right leg. Meet me in plank. Inhale, stay in plank for a little bit. Wiggle if you need. Make sure you're not wiggling the shoulders. If anything, it's the hips. And exhale, belly time. Rise up towards your elbows, Sphinx, and lengthen your right leg out of the hip socket, left leg back. Tuck the tail under so the pubic bone is meeting the mat. Press the hands down, widen the shoulders. Option 1, stay. Option 2, hug your elbows. Touch your elbows. Stay or cross more and more and more. Palms are down. Inhale, look center and down. Exhale, grip the floor and widen your shoulders away from your spine. Tuck the chin. Good. Please remember your pubic bone is still touching the ground. It didn't just like magically float off. And if it did, that's fine. And we're practicing being grounded while opening. Sometimes we think we need to be one or the other. And at times, maybe that's true. But in general, we can eventually embody all of the qualities. And we can experience all of it as one. Last breath. Lift the chin slightly. Inhale, initiate and exit. Back off a little bit. Look down. Other arm is forward. Switch your grip. Stay or cross more. And of course, the placement of the hands is up to you. Notice what it's like to have them further down. I don't like them too down. I kind of like the hands level with the elbows. Press the hands down, pubic bone down. Stay rooted in the hands and the pubic bone. Inhale, widen everything else. Widen your shoulders, widen the rib cage, widen the kidney space. The kidneys are protected by the bottom two ribs. And often another way to say it is that they get compressed there. There are some yoga schools that focus on organ health, and the whole practice is to have healthy organs. And a way to do that is to create spacious awareness where they are. So instead of constricting in the back body, we widen the back body. Instead of blocking our heart, we breathe into the heart, right? Slowly, we start initiating an exit. Inhale, back off a little bit. Exhale, back off a lot. Press the palms down, all fours. You could do cat-cow, you could do spinal wave. I can guide us. Tilt the tail up, chest down, chin up. Inhale here. Exhale, start tucking the tail, tilt your pelvis, round your back, tuck the chin. Notice where you're carrying stuff today without judgment. Widen the thighs back, tilt the tail up, belly down, chest opens. I trust you. You have 3 more breaths. And by the way, we've already done undulations. If your body naturally moves the hips in a different way or the shoulders in a different way, do that. I'm like currently teaching teacher trainees during the week, and they're asking me about like injury prevention and recovery and optimizing your performance. And their homework, if any of you choose to accept it, is to pick a favorite song that's like 2 to 5 minutes long and do spinal waves. Doesn't have to be on all fours. You could do the worm standing up. Tuck the toes. Eventually, we're going to meet in down dog. Exhale. Yeah, I think a lot of free movement, especially spinal waves, are very therapeutic for our well-being. All right, we're gonna jump and meet and crow. If you want to work the jump, you can, and you can shorten your down dog. I'm not teaching it right now, and I will just guide us to standing. If you're with me, bend the knees, inhale, jump forward. If any of you want to jump to crow, try it. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees so much that you can free up your hands slightly forward and out. Widen your knees onto the triceps. Lean forward, claw the floor, feel all 10 finger pads. You can see them turning white. That means you're ready to lift one or both legs. It's just an indication of our systolic blood pressure, and we're pressing down so then we can rise up. 3 more breaths, your way of doing crow or squat. Land. Exhale, feet down, drape over the legs. The feet can be together unless you prefer to have them wider with back pain or anything. Please grab opposite elbows here or behind the calves. Fold. 5 breaths. You don't need to count. I'm just kind of giving us a cue for the rhythm of the class. What's it like to bring more weight to the toes and more width in the thighs and the hip sitting bones? Belly in, lengthen your spine. Good. Please keep your chest exactly where it is and release your hands. Bend the knees, roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Inhale, rise, rise, rise. And maybe you do the worm. Or you just start inviting, like shaking stuff out of you. These are normal movements that our ancestors did. All right, Let's do left side, yeah? Please bend both knees. Inhale, chair pose, any arms. Notice your left foot is heavy. Tuck the tail under, hug the ribs back. Press the left foot so far down the right heel can rise. Maybe we stay here. Others may start lifting the right knee higher. Others start playing with the arms. Maybe you straighten the leg. You have 5 breaths. Explore what you want. We're standing on the left leg. Some go to warrior 3. Others, the knee taps the calf. The knee taps the standing calf. Last 3 breaths. Eventually, all of us will start setting up for a lunge. I touch the floor and step the right foot back. Widen your left foot so you're in a comfortable stance. Press the heel back, lift the thigh, belly in. Inhale, rise. It's important to get comfortable from the get-go. Exhale, bend your knee more. Arms are up. Lift the back thigh. Stay or any arms. Earlier, we bent the elbows and the heart forward. Wrists and ears back. Chin and palms up. Good. Stay integrated and open. Warrior 2. Exhale, open the arms to a T, look left. Bend the front knee. Invite there to be a nice, lovely curve, an arch in your foot. Some stay, others interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, flirt the shoulders into the sockets. Stay or exhale, both hands onto the left thigh, look left. Lift the chin parallel to the floor. Straight legs, inhale, triangle. Exhale, left hand to the shin, ankle or toe. Inhale, bring the right shoulder back so it's over your left thigh. We're stacking our bones. Proportional to our body. Stay or do anything with the top arm that you want. The more the ribs are stacked over the thigh, the less you need your bottom arm. Bend the knee. Elbow on the thigh or hand to the floor. Inhale, bring your tail underneath so it's between both sitting bones. Widen the chest. Reach the arm in front of our nose, and I'm reaching for the camera, for example, and then reach forward and back. Shoulder out of the socket, into the socket. Yeah? Eventually plug the shoulder back into the socket. Keep it there and wing the arm over your ear. Look to the top arm. Genuinely stretch. This time the stretch starts from the periphery, from the hand and the foot. Press them away from each other. Wrist and ankle away from each other. Elbow and knee away from each other. Shoulder and hip away from each other. What's left is you're in the middle observing it all. Staying in your center, in your core. Look down. Back knee down. Inhale, rise. Right arm up. Exhale, twist once. Stay here and adjust on purpose. Press the left hand down. Inhale, widen through. Thread the arm. Palms touch. Press the top hand down, left buttocks down. Inhale, lift the chest up. Breath is steady. Notice if you're tucking your chin, if your head's doing something weird. Close your eyes and adjust your neck. Some stay, others open the arms to a T. Opening up the arms to a T kind of just teaches our body how to stack bones. For some people, they prefer to stretch the arm overhead and stretch more so than stack. Stay or bind. That just means reach back, your hands hold. Make sure, again, you didn't shorten your abdomen or collapse your top shoulder in order to bind. Your shoulder and your abdomen are more important. Stay or tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. We have 8 more breaths your way. We're going to stay twisted, but it's going to be more an open twist. Look down and back off of your pose. Left hand can be on the thigh, right hand to the mat on the right, maybe even the long edge of the mat. Some people stay, others inhale, open the chest. Left arm does what it wants. Earlier, some people, the left foot is stable and we're working straight line. Other people, the left foot kind of wings out a little bit and you have a little bit more range. As long as the range is stable, meaning you're strong and you're aware, should be fine. Just don't fall asleep here. Please stay or I'll guide us more where the left foot steps halfway back, all 10 toes face the long edge of the mat. Right shoulder in the socket. Stay or exhale. Gradually, slowly lower the hip down. Again, if ever you find a stretch that really works for you, for example, for me, I kind of want to stay here longer, so I'm going to stay here longer. Some of you are like, no, that's good. Then you would lift up to the center and hug the ribs back, hug the abdomen back. Others want to rise up more, where the hips are higher than the knee, and you can dome your ribs up to the ceiling and stretch your arm over your ear. We're on the last 5 breaths. Some people want to side plank, wild thing, anything at all with your left leg, anything at all with your left arm. Good. Take your time. Those of us ready to return to plank, inhale, meet me in plank. Stay here until you feel stable. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the ground. Option 1, stay here, press the chest down, lift the chin forward. We're stretching the throat. Stay or walk your knees closer. Maybe you rest your shoulders or your arms by your knees. Stay or tuck the toes, lift the knees. Eventually, we meet on our bellies, and you could rest on one side. What's it called? Rock side to side. Notice how you feel. All right. Let's stay where we are, where the hands are by the thighs. Just lengthen your right leg, lengthen your left leg. Feet together or not. Offer the pubic bone down, hands down. We're going to lift the legs only. Inhale, lift the lift the ankles both, knees both, thighs both. Engage your glutes. Press the pubic bone down. Keep the hands down. Inhale, lift the shoulders, lift your ears, lift the middle, back. 5 breaths. And just notice, we're not judging, we're just noticing how it feels and where we feel we are in space, okay? Exhale, rest it. We're gonna do the same thing, but the cues will be backwards. We still want long left leg, long right leg. We still want the pubic bone down, still want the hands down. The main difference is, can you bring your forehead down? We're gonna lift from the upper body, yeah? Keep the feet pressing down. Imagine someone heavy is standing on your feet in a sweet way, but your feet don't lift, yeah? Keep your hands down, pubic bone down. Inhale, ears rise back, shoulders rise back, ribs rise back, pubic bone presses down, biceps engaged back. Stay here, pressing into the hands. Lift the thighs up, lift the knees up, lift the calves, ankles, and toes up. Notice how you feel in space in your body and in your breath. Get long. From tail to head, you get long. 3, 4, 5. Exhale, rest it. You can look left, and your arms can be to a T. You can bend your left elbow. You can bend your left knee, and you can drag your knee towards your elbow, but not really. It's just a way to rest and a way to invite the inner hip to open. Some of us stay here for 5, resting. Others may want to play a little bit. If that is you, bring the hands under the shoulders, keep your left leg bent. Inhale, Rise up a little bit so you can be in Sphinx Pose. At any point, the left leg can straighten. And then press the pubic bone down, keep the leg wide. Sorry, boo-boo. Zion didn't like that. Good. And slowly, if the leg is straight, bend it. If the chest is up, lower it down. We all meet centered. Other side, you can bring cactus arms, look right, bend your right knee or not, and your knee goes towards your elbow. By the way, that's also a misnomer. There's a lot more directions that the knee could go. The knee could go further away from your belly button, like further away from the hip towards the wall. You could stay or bend the knee more or less. Please stay. Or some of us move towards Sphinx, where you bring the elbows underneath. You could stay or straighten the leg. You can't really do it wrong in the sense of like injury per se, but there are ways that one could align to create more of a flexibility or more of a passive stretch. For like active stretch, I would have the right foot pressing down. So your right foot's making a footprint and you're hugging your right buttocks down, right? For a passive stretch, you don't worry too much about it. You don't really worry about making a footprint or not. Good. Whatever you're doing, start backing off. If you're in up dog position, lower the chest. If the leg is straight, bend it and slowly make your way into the belly time. Hands by the thighs. Same, different. Lengthen your right leg, lengthen your left leg, feet together or not. Everything's the same except now we're going to interlace the fingers behind the back. How did you like to lift? Did you like to lift from the head all the way down, or did you like lifting from the toes up? I encourage you to do it the way that works for you. I'll be very general. Inhale, start lifting up. Peel yourself off the mat, whatever that means to you. And we're here for 5 breaths. And now that we've peeled ourselves off the mat, can you get long? What if you were a snake and you have this snake strength that the chest can lift way, way higher? Mm-hmm. Stay up, press the hands down, inhale, lift the body up. Stay on the knees, exhale, all fours. Cat cow or spinal wave or undulate. You have 3 breaths to do anything to calibrate your hips, your low back, your body. Because now we're going to move towards camel. Good. Slowly pause and bring the hands to the waist. I was demoing this like a couple of weeks ago, but all my time and space is like jagged right now. I don't know. I'll just teach it as though I haven't taught it before. Imagine this is a wall. A main thing I see when people go to camel is that they unglue themselves from the wall and then thrust, which, as you can see, is going to compress my low back. So I encourage you to imagine or to actually go up to a furniture, to a couch or a table, and keep it, and I'll demo, keeping yourself against the wall no matter what your hands do. Okay? Let's do it. Hands to the low back. The hands to the low back, I'll invite the hips forward and also lift the ribs over your fingers. From there, maintain your hips where they are. Notice you can engage your glutes. And then exhale, widen the shoulders back. Lift the chin up. Stay here or go for the ankles. I'm going to see how we are. Yeah, I like these so much. Yep, this looks good, Steph. Layla, this looks good. Imagine someone's hugging your elbows back a little bit more and pressing your upper back up a little bit. Yeah, that was good. Nice, Sarah. Nice, Adele. I see you, Christy. I'm good, Sarah. Hello. Okay, we can back off. Yeah. I was looking at all of you. So if ever the body says, please, I need to get out before that even happens. Yeah, so you don't need to push the limits. Slowly we sit. You can hug your knees and coax the tail underneath so the low back can decompress, and the ovaries in our lower, excuse me, but yeah, the organs in our back body can decompress, and the kidneys, the lungs air out. Tuck the chin. From the top of the skull to the base of the spine, inhale, light up your center line. And exhale, widen the right shoulder away from the spine, widen the right ribs. Stay here. Now fill up the right wing. Inhale. Exhale, keep your right wing full from your spine to your left shoulder, left rib cage, left hip. Inhale, widen. You have really wide wings. Exhale. Inhale, both sides wide. And exhale. Okay, we're gonna do one more, and I just want to give a visual cue. I know it'll, some of us will figure it out. Others are like, why is she doing that? I'm okay with both. So remember, imagine that there's two of me. One of me is doing the back bend, and this is what's happening in the upper back. You see how the upper back is shifting and my voice changed? Okay, so imagine I'm here. If I was teaching you, I'd put my foot in the upper back and press. Okay, so if you can imagine my teacher's foot going to my upper back as I'm doing that, ready? That would happen. So instead of the ribs collapsing, they can rise. Maybe that helps you, maybe that doesn't. Bring the hands to the waist. Inhale, bring your vision, bring your breath into the body. Get as long as possible. Imagine you have a support, like a altar, supporting the back of the heart. Widen the shoulders behind you. Lift the chin off the chest, but not drastically. Stay or exhale, let your head be heavy. I'm going to hang out with you, and you're pacing at will. Whenever you need to come out, you do. Yeah, good. This all looks really tall for everyone involved. And Sarah, this looks good. See if you can bring your ears back. As though the top of the head is reaching for the blankets on the couch. Yeah, and I'm going to back off. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and back off. Notice where your body naturally wants to go and go there. Some of us naturally sit on our heels. Others are like child's pose. If that's you, go there. If in child's pose, you get the bright idea to go into an inversion like headstand or crow, that's perfectly fine because crow is child's pose on your hands. So it's still a release of the low back. If that's something you want, 10 breaths. If you're with me, either stay put forward, maybe upright. My body wants to be centered, where one could sit on the heel or in between the heels. Maybe you tuck the towel. Some people want to go back. 8 more breaths. Whatever version you're doing is fine. Breathe steady. Good. In the next 3 breaths, all of us will meet centered, which could mean seated, kneeling. Good. Gradually, we make our way towards down dog. Maybe you find all 4s on the way there. Inhale, feel free to undulate. Maybe you go to chaturanga. Maybe you go to down dog. Exhale, whatever works for you. We're about to do hips now, yeah? So I consider camel pose a front hip stretch as well as a heart opener. So we just did the front hips, right? Let's do the sides of the hips. Please bring your right leg up. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, knee to your wrist. Pigeon, Ekapada Raja Kapotasana. And then flex the back toes. Once you've landed, flex back toes, lift the back knee, and then heel is back. Notice that orients your pelvis differently. Point the toes. Look forward towards your right leg. Some of us stay exactly as we are. Others purposefully move the right foot in a way that's useful. The further the foot is from your hip, the more it'll demand. And then widen the knee back. Stay or fold 20 breaths. Talk to us. You can rest the arms down and widen the back body. Inhale, the forehead is parallel to the earth. Exhale, the ribs are being hugged back towards the spine. Notice the quality of the breath. So if I were to return to the conversation we were having earlier in regards to patterns, right now we're creating a pattern of safety and openness and groundedness. Please stay as you are. Those of us who want to shift slightly will bring the, lift the elbows up, and slowly you can thread the right arm through. Stay, or the hand supports your head as though you're doing, you're answering the phone. Left hand can go behind you. Any version of right elbow down, any left arm you want. Some of us stay, others want to twist in the other direction, where you bring the left elbow down and rotate towards the right. I think Zion paused the clock. He's like, you're going to be in pigeon forever. But you're not. I'm here. I'm paying attention. We have 5 more breaths, any version at all that you want. Some people want to stay twisted. Others want to stay forward and down. Others want to come upright and work the pelvis a little bit differently, where you tuck the tail and hug the ribs back. Maybe you play with your back leg. Good. That was time. Slowly, we press the hands down, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Inhale, lift the knees back. You have freedom for 5 breaths to orient your body as you need. For me, I do 3-legged dog today. Other times I do something else. It doesn't have to look like yoga. It could look like something that feels good for you. Good. And eventually we start coaxing the body to go towards down dog. Left leg, inhale, lift it up. Exhale, knee to your wrist. Flex the foot and land. Notice the length. Just take a mental map of how you feel and press the right toes down. Lift the back knee. Inhale. Lengthen the heel back. Point the toes. Some of us stay. Others look at the left foot. The closer the foot is to us, the more accessible. The further it is, the more it's going to demand of the sides of the hips. Once you have the orientation that works for you, stay, or let's move it forward. Inhale and exhale. Settle in. There is a difference between settling into a pose and collapsing into it. Settling means you kind of scan and you breathe. Let's say it's like a really nice day and you open the windows, maybe like today. That would be like settling in, and it feels good and it feels homey. Collapsing would be like falling asleep and letting everything go, which is not bad. It's just not what we're doing. All right. Some of us will stay here. Others will twist. I guess you can twist in any direction since we're doing both. I'll guide us to the left because that's the first side we did. Or, you can stay or rest your head on your left hand, maybe your chin. Right hand to your waist, stay, or maybe you bind. Any version that works for you. If you have a small child or a dog nearby, you could rest your head on them. Or a bolster, I guess. Stay or twist in the process. Inhale, stay. version. I was listening to a student talk to one of my teachers the other day saying that at times she feels pain in a particular pose, but she tries not to think about it. And that to me was just like, no, 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 no. If you're feeling pain, please don't think about it. Meaning don't put thoughts and stories around it. Just respond, okay? So slowly press the hands down and I'll keep that thought going. Toes, lift the knees, lift the hips. How do you self-soothe? Do what you need. Basically, what I was hearing is that when she has pain, she dissociates. Dissociates means that you're kind of just like ignoring it, hoping it'll go away. Ideally, I encourage us to go into the spaces that are needing attention and softening. So if there is pain, you back off 15 or 20% rather than force it and then have to get off of it for weeks. All right. That's enough. Bend the knees, we'll meet seated. Inhale, walk, step, jump, sit. You can hug your knee to the chest and just lie down. All right, let's go for twists. Yeah, I feel like we've had an interesting time frame. Press the feet down, and so twists, I feel them as like flushing stuff out. As we press the feet down, please shift your hips as far to the left as is comfortable for you. Allow the knees to fall right. We'll be here for time, or what I mean is make sure you're comfortable now. One of my teachers says, if you're not comfortable now, you're going to be very uncomfortable later. So go ahead and get comfortable. Stay or slowly open your arms to a T if not already. You can look towards the ceiling. You can look left. So here we could also engage a bit. Notice how high are your knees? Do you like them there or are they just accidentally there? Please know the knees could be higher, it'll change sensation, and lower, it'll change sensation. One isn't more advanced than the other, they just work different aspects of your spine. Which one works for you? Stay. Some of us, the top leg can do something else. Maybe it straightens, maybe it crosses. So it's like when you sit in a car and you're learning how to use it. It's like, oh, this button does that, this button does that. You could stay or we can start using our own hands. The right hand can rest on the top thigh. Actually, you could slide it up towards your rib cage and you could rest your right hand on your body. Inhale, breathe. Notice if the breath is meeting the hands. You're not making it happen, exhale. You're just kind of willing it to happen. Inhale, notice if the breath moves. Exhale, keep the breath. And the last piece, if you wanted, is the right hand could slide onto your top thigh. Inhale, rest it by the hip crease, right around there. Stay or exhale, manually press the thigh down away from you. Your abdomen sections back. And maybe you find a stretch. Breath is steady. Okay. Slowly, we're going to start backing off. Look towards the ceiling. Rest your hands. Lift your left knee up. You can make a left footprint. Lift and shift. Use both feet, both legs, your entire body as you need to come out of it. Exhale, press the feet down, tuck the tail, and arch the back. So you could gently coax the pelvis and the low back. All right. Eventually, we pause. Arms could be to a T. Shift the hips to the right. Inhale. And exhale, let the knees fall to the left. Take your time. Bello? No. Okay. All right. And at first, we're kind of just orienting ourselves to our present day, to our body, to the breath. And know that the knees, This is a placement that you choose. Do you want the knees higher or lower? Or are they perfect exactly where they are? The heels, you all could be closer or further from you. So it's like you could bend the knees more or less. Some people like where they are. Some people found where they want to be. Stay or know that the top leg could straighten or not. Maybe it crosses. Doesn't have to look the exact same way as earlier. Good. Invite length to happen between the hip and the rib cage, between your armpit and your heel. You can look anywhere you want. The left hand can stay or it rests somewhere on your body, somewhere along the ribs. Inhale, breathe. Notice how the breath moves through your body. And exhale. It moving into the hand. It doesn't have to. And this is feedback. Good. We're on the last 5 breaths. Some of us stay. Others adjust the hands slowly down towards the hip crease and thigh. Inhale, prepare. Stay or exhale, manually press the thigh down towards the heels. And breath is steady. Suction the belly back. Invite to open a little bit so there's no constriction. Slowly, let's start backing off. Look towards the ceiling or the sky. Inhale, lift the right knee up, make a footprint. And both legs help you. Both arms can help you. Lift and shift. Find your center. Some people tuck and untuck. Other people already grab their knees. This is nice. It's nice to let the body lead. It's like we spend all this time with external principles of alignment, which are beautiful and helpful. The main point is so you can go inwards. So if your body's already like, whoop, I'm going here, and like, congratulate it. Celebrate choice. Eventually, we're going to meet resting. You have 5 breaths. Some people stay rocking, others widen the feet and go towards happy baby. You can do anything you need for the next 5 breaths. I'm going to turn the music off while you all are self-soothing. If you need me, I'm here. I'll just start setting the timer so we can rest and come back together. If you're with me and you feel soothed and ready, we can slowly let go of the legs and take over the mat. Inhale, invite your legs to lengthen. Invite your arms by your side. And exhale, rest your shoulders, your hips, your ankles. You can bring awareness to the soles of the feet and the big toes. Inhale, the toes, all 10 toes. Exhale, relax any gripping in the toes and the arches and the ankles and the knees. Inhale from your toes up to the ankles, knees, and hips. Become aware. Exhale, relax your muscles, thighs, calves, soles of feet. Entire leg relaxed. From your legs up to the shoulders, inhale. Invite the shoulders behind you. Exhale, rest your arms, your biceps, elbows, forearms. The palms are exposed. From the periphery, your limbs, your fingers and toes, all the way up towards the center plane of the body. Become aware. From the center channel, exhale, soften your skin, soften your muscles, your jaw, your forehead, your eyebrows. The center of the brain can rest. Slowly take a very deep inhalation. Exhale, invite yourself back into this body, into this moment, into this Sunday morning in November. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Make circles with your wrists and your ankles in every direction. Long body stretch. Inhale. Arms overhead. Point the toes. Get full. Exhale. Relax. Bend the knees. Make a footprint. Notice how you feel. Inhale. Exhale. Rest on your side. Roll over. Press the top hand down. Inhale, meet me seated. Rise up. Take your time. Exhale, the palms meet in front of the heart. Inhale, the body is tall. Exhale, you can soften the skin. Soften any holding patterns just for a moment. Notice what it feels like to be able to move at will, settle at will, be in community at will, and hold back at will. This is the practice of consistently refining our decision making, consistently going so far inwards towards center that we know where we stand and we know how to act and we know how to carry ourselves with dignity, with openness, receptivity, with community, and with ourselves. Thank you for sharing your practice and being here on this day. Hari Om Tat Sat. Thank you. Enjoy your day. I am going to stop